There we go. Oh boy. I'm just having a really doozy of a time, aren't I? Anyway. I know it's a little late, but here it is, my live stream for my birthday. In case some of you haven't realized, I have turned 28 today. Hey! Hi, Kashi. Kashishi. I'm sorry if I keep messing up your name. I really do. But hey, how you doing? So, and thank you very much. So, anyway, oh, hey, Jonathan, and thank you. Anyway, let's see here. So today, in honor of my birthday, I am also going to do a Q&A. So any questions you guys ask, I will try to answer it. But let me go over a couple of rules here quickly. Please keep the questions clean. Don't ask anything personal because I will not answer it. I will not. And I will try to answer your questions. So just don't keep reposting. I am keeping an eye on that. And the other thing I'm going to be doing today is this. Let me pull this little bad boy out. Well, not exactly little, you might say. This is something I got a little while ago, right around last year. It is this. It is from the Lego Ninjago Movie. It is Kai's Fire Mech. I am super stoked. I have been wanting to build this for a little while, but haven't really had much of a chance. So now is probably as good a time as any. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy open. Thank you, Liz, and I hope you have a happy birthday. Sorry, ugh, I am struggling here. It's doing all right. I did plan to go somewhere today, but it ended up not happening. But maybe tomorrow. And hey, RJ, thank you, and Trainman352, thank you. So let's see what we've got here. I'm gonna try getting this camera down a little lower. I'm sorry if there's any feedback or anything. I apologize. I know I had this like set up a certain way so it would go. There we are. That is the table. This is going to be my little work area. First, move that out of the way. And now let's see what we've got. Here's all our bags. This is bags 2 and 3. Bag 4, 6. I'm kind of surprised how big this box is. How much stuff in here. Bag 8. Bag 5. Bag number 1. Let's see what else. Anything else in here? And bag number 7. So, again, I apologize for the weekly plastic. Let me get all these bags out of the way. Maybe in a more orderly fashion, so when I get to them, I don't accidentally grab bag 5 when I'm supposed to be grabbing bag 3. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the Lego Ninjago movie, I would, if you're a fan of Legos, I recommend you do so, because it's got its own brand, you might say. And here is see. This is in here. Nope. That's it for that box. And here are the instructions. And I'm kind of surprised that this was actually sealed in plastic, because that I rarely, as this is like one of the newer Lego sets that I have bought in a long, long time. Also checking a couple of things on Twitter and on Facebook, and I just realized that I didn't post the link on my Facebook. Anyway. I've seen some of the show too, Liz, but I find it just a tad bit corny. But that was like earlier on. I haven't seen that. I only seen the movie, and it is funny, just kind of like the first Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie, and that one was really funny too. But this one was different in its own way. As such, it used actual elements. It used the real environment when they had set in an actual environment rather than have it a Lego built environment. So, and it's hilarious as well. I really liked it. Let's see what? Oh, well, bye, Kashi. Bye, Kashishi. I hope your Skype coaching goes really well. Is that something that happened after IMTA? I hope. Oh, anyway, here is also the stickers for it as well. And in case some of you may have noticed, I was able to slip it out. That was because out of its casing. That's because when I bought it off of eBay, and I got it at a really good price, by the way. I wanted to make sure everything was there, so it's all here. Let's put this off to the side, and let's get started. Try setting this up in a way that it doesn't create too much chaos. And of course, as always, we are going to start with bag number 1. And now, one thing I want to say about the Lego sets is this set is something I have bought, and it's been a while now since I've bought any Lego sets. Mostly because I bought the Lego construction sets, which were Bionicle and Hero Factory. Because I'm a sucker for robotics, so the robots, fictional robot thing, and mechs, and all that. And hey, Andrew, thanks. And Brandon, hey there. And Brandon, by the way, I am sorry I haven't answered any of your emails lately, but I will try to go over that script you sent me, Stanley Shark. So, yeah. And how old am I? I am 28. I turned 28 today. And hey, Rosie! Rosie the Cutie 1995. Hi there. Thank you. And Diesel 2212. Hey there. He says, I am a big fan of Ninjago, but not really into the movie. Still need to see the last season as well as the one they just started, though. Yeah, I kind of should too. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get to building. I've been wanting to crack into this for a while now. So, as usual, we're going to start with bag 1. And we're going to start with the little minifigs. And, of course, I drop a piece. What a way to start a build, huh? Start losing pieces. Let's kind of get that straight there. Here's the bag of the little pieces. Sujan Rumor Mill asks, how has your day been? Well, it's not entirely what I was hoping for, because I did plan to go somewhere today, but it's a little late in the day for that. So I figured, hey, I might as well just do this live stream, even though I plan to do it tomorrow. So, yeah. And, yeah, I can hardly believe it that I'm 28 either, Brandon. Yeah, I cannot begin to tell you, like, if I can just get this baggie open, because this is one of the headpieces. Seriously, plastics that they use in here. Just stretches. It doesn't open. There we go. And look at that. Little hammerhead shark thing. Anyway. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I cannot begin to tell you how many times I've had people tell me I look like I'm 18. I really cannot begin to tell you that. Really, Andrew? Didn't think you were that old, but so anyway, let's get on with the building here. All right, Diesel 2021-2 asks, when and how did you get into voice acting? When? I would have to say around 2009. Say 2009-ish. Because I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I was still doing voices, and deciding to go into it professionally was around 2009, so I was about 19 years old. So yeah. Hey, Mad Girls. Hey, thank you. How I got into it, though, how I got into voice acting, was pretty much, dang, I don't know. I'd have to say I kind of started dabbling it on YouTube through Sword Island forums, I would say. And I think I started doing a lot of it with Crane Productions 27. And I started working on his audio. Here's I can't remember. I think this guy's name is Hammerhead. I think that's his name. Let me see in the box here. Yep, Hammerhead. That's Hammerhead. And then I'm going to be working on Kai, the Fire Ninja. Let's see. Liz Productions 5784 says, I had a reaction like that too. How some people think I'm 17 or something when I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I know. But here's something interesting. I don't know how many of you here know who Jim Parsons is. So I'll say this. He's the guy who plays Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. And I, for the longest time, thought he was like in his mid to late 20s, but he's really like in his, I think his mid 40s now. I can't believe that. That is crazy. It's insane. I really wonder how some people manage to stay so young, but be so old. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. Anyway, here's Kai, and we've got a civilian here. I don't know what her name is. She's known as Lauren. her right now. Some people still got the looks. I wonder who you're talking about, Mad. I wonder who you're talking about there. Brandon, what did you ask? So what do you think of the Stanley Shark script? I haven't read it yet, as I said. I haven't read that yet. Anyway, here is the this is one of the civilians, Lauren. And now with these little minifigs out of the way, let's get on to the big rig, shall we? The fire mech. So, the base plate here, and got a couple of little things here. And I see everybody's talking about Jim Parsons now. I think that episode in particular was about when I can't remember, one of the main characters got one of the original rings from the set, and they all got into like an argument about who will get to keep it, because I think they all put like a little bit of into it each other, and it became a fight to the finish. That was a funny episode. Oh, Liz! Let's see, what did you write? I wish to know, Joel, what characters do you mostly love voicing as? I'd have to say some of my favorite characters to voice. One of them in particular would be Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster was the first voice I learned to do. So to say it in Cookie Monster's voice. Me was about this big. Me was very little, not so furry too. And I would listen to the audio cassettes a lot. And there was one in particular that was Grover and Cookie Monster. Well, another character I like doing is Barney Gumble from The Simpsons.
So sometimes I would talk like this from time to time, whenever I was trying to just say something a little stupid. I don't know. And maybe even rip one. That kind of rip. Yeah.
That is one of my favorite. Those are some of my favorite characters to voice. But there's really just so many that I do. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of. Anyway, Mad Girls 3761 has asked, are there any characters that are difficult for you to voice, but you really wish to? That is a good question. One in particular is doing Donald Duck. He was one that I managed to somewhat perfect, courtesy of my teacher, Paul Harms. And by the way, for anybody who lives in the Branson, Missouri area, Paul is really a great guy to learn from. Paul Harms, he's a great guy to learn singing from. He moved there last May, and it was really a sad day for me, because up to that point I was like almost 2 years in learning with him. And he helped me perfect my Donald Duck voice. So let me see if I can get it right here. So kind of the trick to doing Donald is doing kind of a pocket in the in your air pocket in your cheek, and it kind of comes out of the throat a little. But that I can't really do it for so long. I'm still trying to work on it. Another character that I used to be able to do was Elmo. I was kind of able to do Elmo from Sesame Street, but as I got older, my voice got deeper, and I can't get my voice up that high anymore. I kind of wish I could do that, but the other thing is I want to get my voice to go as deep as like Thurl Ravenscroft. Now, for those of you who don't know who he is, he was the guy that's saying, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." He was the one that could get his voice to go really low. That's about as low as I can go there before I start to rattle. I hope that answers your question, Matt. Liz. Let's see here. You said, just earlier I was watching a YouTube video of an old computer game I used to play. Read along Cat in the Hat. The cat's voice sounded a lot like your Flying Scotsman's voice. Really? You're gonna have to show me that later on. I'm a little interested now. I want to hear what the Cat in the Hat sounded like then. Not the best Barney burp I've ever heard, but the voice is spot on. I suppose. You also wrote, only a few people can master Donald Duck's voice. I knew one who especially nailed it, but you're not too far from his level. I wonder who it is. I wonder who you're talking about. So I'm a little interested. All right, let's see. Oh, thanks, Liz. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. Let's see. This is a little piece. Cool. Kind of skipped a step here. That told me. Let's see what next. Another set of these. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I've got a few more questions here. Let me scroll up just a bit. Matt's girl asks, any tips on vocal cord care? There is one that I believe is very, very detrimental to what you should learn. It is called the yawn sigh technique, and this is for when your voice, after pulling going really grating on your voice. So like,
for example, when me do Cookie Monster and me talk for a very long time, and this voice here, me start to sound like this.
I start to sound like I've smoked one too many cigarettes. This is what is called vocal fry. And to help against that, what you'll want to do is called the yawn sigh. For that, you yawn in the lower register, like so, on an ah sound. So like this. And then there's the other one, which is the yawn siren, when you go from the lower to the upper. So on the lower, you go on the ah sound, but as you go up and morph it, you morph it into the ooh sound. So like this. Like that. And that right there is something that you can do after you've been doing something that is grating on your voice for a while. And the other thing that you want to do also is drinking like teas. There was this one that I found out from Michelle Hurtado. In case some of you don't know who she is a really, really great friend and my underling as well. I taught her some things, and she told me of this concoction that Andy Serkis would drink. And it's a ginger tea mixed with lemon and honey. He calls it Gollum juice. Now, interestingly enough, I used to drink that tea a lot whenever I got sick. So that was at many a time a lifesaver. A little piece stuck in here. So yeah, it's ginger lemon tea. Then you mix honey. I think there's something else as well. I can't remember, but I drank that recently and it helps. And also green tea, herbal green tea is also a good thing to drink as well. Also eating an apple, those the pectin in the apple juice will also help with your vocal cords as well. So that's another thing right there that you want to do. Well, let's see, what else do we have? I quite envy you and the others for voicing characters in the Thomas Creator Collective series. I wish I have a chance. Maybe, Brandon. We'll see. And he's got a question here. Oh, no, that's not a question. It's like, however, I was lucky enough to be accepted to participate in 2 web series in one day. I wonder which those ones were. Suitor and Rumor Mill has a question. Who's your favorite character to do voices for? What character in particular? Are we talking like Thomas the Tank Engine character or something else? Andrew Hager went by the username of voice actor for Disney. Yeah. I think Tony Anselmo pretty much has somebody in mind to take over for him. Because, I mean, you can't just do something like that to do that. You can try, work on it, and maybe get discovered, but I'm fairly certain that Tony Anselmo's pretty much got a successor already named. And Brandon Holly wrote, and I feel especially lucky that he used my library of Thomas and Friends sound effects too. Who exactly? I don't know. Diesel 2021-2 who has a question. Any tips on singing? Let's see. Well, one thing you want to do is warm up before doing any singing or anything related to it. So, like, some of the warm-ups you'd want to do is like what I did, was the yawn sigh technique. You'll want to do that as part of your warm-ups. And another thing is going through the scales a little. So let's see if I can remember. Because I was also learning a little bit of piano from Paul. And there's 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Basically using the octaves, like, I can't remember it all right now. I have the recording somewhere. I have to go through it. Basically, you're going through the 8-chord octave. You're going through the octave. And just in case some of you are wondering what that was the little Lego separator right there. What are you trying to think? So you want to do that. Basically, the one I'm trying to describe requires you to do this. Yo 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 yo. And you go up next, the next step. Yo 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 yo. And he had me do that a few times on different other things. Different pieces, like I had to yo yo. My other teacher, Kimberly Mumford. She was my first teacher, by the way. She kind of helped me break my shell, come out of my shell a little through singing. The other was gug gug gug, the gug 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 gug, that sort of thing, and that helps warm your vocal cords up as well. Another is doing like the slide whistle, which is also the onside. So, woo, 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 that sort of thing. Let's see, what else am I forgetting? Trills, basically doing it with your tongue. And what I like to call motorboat lips. Basically, you're doing this. That helps loosen everything up. But if you do it for so long, for me in particular, if I keep doing it for so long, my nose will start to get itchy. So yeah, there's that. Also, another important thing is keep yourself hydrated, which is what I should be doing right now. I need to wet my whistles in just a second. That felt good. So, Andrew, he said, I've been told another good way to keep your vocals from straining would be to drink warm or room temperature water. That would be good, but I kind of find that apple juice kind of does the same thing, or having an apple on hand, because as I said earlier, the pectin in the juice helps with your vocal cords as well. Oh, bye, Liz. I'll miss you. I'm trying to think of what else. What else? Singing tips. Practice. That is very important right there. Because for me, sometimes when I'm practicing singing, I'll kind of slip a little on the notes, kind of go a little sharp or a little flat sometimes, or slide. That's a little difficult for me. Sujin Rumor Mill asks, any character you enjoy doing voice of? Again, I'm not sure which one you mean about that. I'm not entirely sure which ones you're talking about. Brandon, right? Do you think I will ever have a chance to do voice art for the Thomas Creator Collective series? I'm not entirely sure how I can answer that. I'd like to say maybe you'd have a chance. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure how to go about it. I'm not entirely sure what to say. Just keep doing what you're doing, probably. And if there's like any audition announcements, like kind of like when they announced, hey, we're looking for people to voice the new characters from Journey Beyond Sodor, and I ended up getting Hurricane for that. And my friend Michelle, she got Frankie. And Christian Cortez, Arcade Productions, got Beresford. And Mainland Studios got Theo. And Jail Golad oh, I cannot pronounce her first name. She was the voice of Frida for the TCC. She got the role of Lexi. So yeah. So maybe keep an eye out for any auditions that may come up in the near future for the TCC. And yeah. And in case some of you don't know, or maybe already know, I am now the new vocal director for it. So it's my job to pretty much find out voices, something like that. So yeah. Kind of help out with the casting a little. Mad Girls asks, did you ever participate in theater in school? When I was in high school, I was in the musical Elf, and then I played Mary Sunshine in Chicago. I never really did theater all that much. I did kind of like a pantomime, a little bit of pantomime for ballet for my siblings a few times. And I was a party parent for the Nutcracker. I did that a few times. That's pretty much the only theater I've really done. I haven't done much of that. I've been somewhat kind of thinking about doing it, but I've really never really done any theater other than pantomime. I hope that answers your question. Suture and Rumor Mill. For a Scotsman model, would orangey red lines or white and white lining? I think it's white, kind of maybe a yellow gold. I think that's a yellow gold. That must be why the annoying orange keeps motorboating. I've never really watched Annoying Orange, so I wouldn't know. I'm sorry if I'm taking a little too long on the build here. Am I missing anything? No, I don't think so. Next page. This, to me, appears to be what I'm building here. It looks like it's the body of the mech. Andrew, as far as trying out for the TCC series, I'd like to wait until I have the proper voiceover equipment, hopefully before they hold auditions for the part of the old General locomotive. Whoa. I think one of the things you'd want, Andrew, is to have that's one of the things that we'll be looking for as well when holding auditions. We'll be looking for people that have good sound quality and a good equipment. So, like for me, I use a C1U Behringer USB condenser microphone. That is what I use when I record. When I record my lines. And I just and for Christmas, I got a Chaotica eyeball. In case some of you don't know what that is, the Chaotica eyeball is a kind of like a special type of foam. It's the studio type foam. It's this foam that they use in the studios to help diffuse sound and isolate it. It's a big orb that you put your top of your mic. It acts as a pop shield and an isolator. It's a mobile studio in one. It's condensed down. It's pricey, but it's definitely worth the money, and it actually sounds like you're in a recording booth. I found out about it from my voice acting mentor, Christopher Robin Miller. For those of you who don't know who he was the voice of Professor Layton from from the Nintendo DS game series of the same name. See if we can put this in right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And let's see here. I'm trying to think. He got it recently, and then I found out about it from him, and I looked into it, and it is definitely worth the money. I would recommend getting it if you have that much money to begin with. When I got it, it was about $168, and it was on sale, I believe. Let's see here. Oh, were you the voice of Fred Diesel 2021 too? Were you Fred? I think I played alongside you as Scarloey. I think I did. Thank you, Dylan Vio. Jonathan Ajima. Ajima? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. Hey there. Your question. Who was your inspiration for voice acting? Oh, there's so many right there. That's kind of a loaded question. Let me think for a minute here. Well, the one voice actor that pretty much everybody looks up to is Mel Blanc. For some of you who don't know who Mel Blanc is, he was the original voice of the Looney Tunes characters. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Sylvester, Tweety, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam, Taz, Pepe Le Pew. He was everywhere, and he was known as the man of 1,000 voices. And he got that name, he got that title because he was everywhere, and he was one of the most sought-out voice actors of that time. Like, here's one of the voices I didn't know he knew. I didn't know he did. And it was Woody Woodpecker. I did not know that. I really did not know that. So, kind of funny. That was my attempt of a Woody Woodpecker laugh. Poor, I know. Let's see. So, yeah, Mel Blanc, but some of the other actors I look up to are like Frank Oz, who used to do Cookie Monster, and Yoda, and Fozzie Bear, and Animal, Sam the Eagle, Grover. He's one of the other guys I look up to in voice acting. Let's see. Jim Cummings, who is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, and he's also a guy that's been everywhere. Let's see. Who else? Dan Castellaneta. He was the voice of Homer Simpson and Barney Gumble. He's like one of the actors with like the majority of the voices. The other is Hank Azaria. That's the other actor I was thinking. He's also a good guy to look up to. He's to my understanding, I can't remember who pointed this out to me, but he is like one of the most sought out actors in the world, or not sought out. I think highest paid actor in the world. Anyway, here is the main body of the mech. Finally got that done. And it took me like, I don't know how long. Sheesh, 40 minutes. Let's see, who else? Those are some of my Frank Welker. He's another guy who's been in everything as well. He is known for voicing Fred from Scooby-Doo, Megatron from Transformers, and he's known for pulling off that really deep, gravelly voice. So, like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a lot of rolls, Brandon. Yeah, I've been hearing about this blue snowball as well. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I've been hearing it's kind of a good microphone. Oh, okay. I'll see you later, Studio and Rumor Mill. See you later. All right, I'll see you in a bit, Andrew. You seem to maybe have forgotten that Diesel 2021 too. Andrew. Yep. He did for a little while. Mel Blanc did do Elmer Fudd for a little while, but before that, I think they had somebody else. Hal Smith is another actor. He was kind of everywhere. He was another actor at that time period that was sought out. He was one of the most sought out actors at that period as well. For those of you who don't know what he's done, he was Mr. Whitaker from the Adventures in Odyssey series, the radio series. There's something else. Davy and Goliath. I believe he was Davy's father. And there's something else. I'm having a hard time trying to remember what else he did. Seriously, these bags are really hard to open. They're a bunch of little pieces, too. I don't want to lose those. All right, now I'm going to make another little civilian here. Huh. Dylan, Theo asks, you are part of the Thomas fandom. And what are your opinions of the fandom? Oh, that's kind of a loaded question right there. I'll have to think about that for a second. Let's see. Well, up until this point, I'd have to say the Thomas fandom, I really thought it was where it's all at, but it's almost like every other fandom now. And in these past couple of years, it is just, it's atrocious. I mean, the hate, the spew that is being put forth in the fandom, that's spewing out of the fandom right now because of what went down with Journey Beyond Sodor, and now Big World Big Adventures. Seriously, that is one of the problems I think that's with the fandom right now, is that they're quick to judge before the product has even come out. Have they clearly forgotten the song "Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover"? Seriously. Here's the other civilian right here. This is Henry. That's another little voice I like doing from time to time. That is Ma Bear from the Looney Tunes. Is that? But Henry, we don't have any porridge for Goldilocks. Only these old carrots.
Well then, we'll make carrot soup!
That's another little voice right there. That kind of strains on the vocal cords a little, and that's Billy Bletcher. He was known for doing the Big Bad Wolf before Jim Cummings did. And Pete, the cat from Disney.
He was like, so, it's you again, huh? All alone without your dog, huh?
So yeah, that's another little voice that's just it's the voices that really, to get back to that question from earlier, little kind of tag on to it, is it's one of the things that makes it a little rough, is that is when you do those voices that really grate on you, like Cookie Monster or being a Papa Bear from Looney Tunes.
That one voice that is just really grating, really deep and rough.
It's what's called a scrub as well. That's what I remember Paul calling it now, a scrub. And that will trash your vocal cords for a little bit. And oh, I just remembered. I have learned a few tips here and there from Bob Bergen. For those who don't know who he is has or still is the voice of Porky Pig for the past 30 years. And he says, let's see if I can remember what started me on that. Darn it, I lost it. Let's see. Let's see if there's any other questions here. Diesel 2021 2. I found by tearing the bag, pulling down from top to bottom of the bag makes it easier to open. I've tried that once, and I ended up having pieces fly everywhere. It was a mess. One that I don't necessarily want to repeat. Yeah. Oh, you dare me, huh, Brandon? In case some of you who haven't read this, Brandon Podley says, I dare you to impersonate John Hassler's Thomas voice. You might be better at it than me. Okay, I'm actually gonna, for me to do it, I'm gonna try singing a little. Because I personally like John Hassler when he sings. Because his voice, he's very on par with that, and it sounds a lot clearer. So I'm gonna give it a shot here. First, wet my whistle. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to get up early if there's some place you really want to be. Sometimes you have to be awake before the dawn. Sometimes you're up and out before they know you're gone. Somebody has to be the favorite, and this time it's going to be me. This time it's going to be me. This time it's going to be me. Are we there yet? That's another little voice I like doing, the big, dumb, oafish voice. He's here. That's the right one? Yep, that's the right one. Let's see here. Yeah, Dylan, I agree with you. It's like some people, it's not just in the Thomas fandom, it's any fandom, really. And nothing better to do. They're trolls, pretty much. Hey there, Jacob Ginty. What am I building? I am building Kai's fire mech from the Lego Ninjago movie. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to show what I can of it. Let's see here. I'll give props to anybody who can figure out what I just whistled there. Alright, so this is another part of the mech right here. You'll have to forgive me, my computer. If it's getting a little glitchy on your end, I really am. I apologize if I'm coming in a little glitchy. It's a little hard for me to fix. Sometimes I'm not a computer whiz. I will say it. I'm really not that big of a computer whiz. I know barely enough just to get by. I'm pathetic. Anyway, building another little. Aha! There we are. Two at once. So, Brandon, what did you think of my singing as John Hassler's Thomas? I'm kind of curious to know. And if you're hearing some barking, that is our little. That's the family dog. He's what is called a muggin. What is a muggin, you might ask? A muggin is a min pin pug mix. He's got the body and tail and eyes and kind of the mannerisms of a pug, but he's got the snout, the ears, and the stance of a min pin. And he really is the sweetest dog we've ever had. And very funny, too. And he's got also little dog syndrome as well. He'll let out this kind of little trilly growls like. Oh, I'll see you later in the Diesel 2021 too. I'll see you later. Oh, don't say that, Brandon. Really, don't ever second guess yourself. Don't ever second guess yourself. Don't try comparing yourself, because I'll do that from time to time, saying you're better at me than singing. It's just you don't do that to yourself, because that will really make you feel very low, give you low self-esteem and all that. Don't think so negatively about yourself, especially in that aspect. Right now, I'm building up. Here's what I just finished on the mech. I am working on the door, apparently, the front door of the cockpit. Okay. Here's that. So again, guys, whoever's watching here, I've got 5 people watching, it seems. If you have any questions, ask. I'll try to answer them. And if you can, spread the word on this stream. So I'd like to get in touch with you guys. I'd like to talk with you. I'd like to do a little talking. And if you're hearing more noise in the background, that is because of some kids that live around here. So we have some little kids living with us. My brother's friends' children. The littles, as we call them in the household. Dylan VO. Question. There was a deleted song from The Adventure Begins called Courage. Yes, I noticed that. I have yet to hear it all the way, but I have noticed that a new song apparently has popped up. I'm a little surprised. I wonder where it came from. I'm gonna have to try looking into that later. I remember seeing something pop up about that yesterday, I believe. It was yesterday when I first heard word of it. Anyway, Dylan, VO, what is your question about that song anyway? Because all I know is that apparently it just came out. That's all I know about it at this moment. Let me try to find out more about it at a later time. I like these little pieces here. This one, it's got the little axle and then the pin side, what I like to call this piece. I may be wrong about it, and if there are some people in the Lego fan community that have a beef with it, I apologize. And if there's an actual name for some of these pieces, please tell me what they are, because for now, I'm always calling them this. Like for these ones here, I call them pins, and then the ones that are crossed like that, I call them axles. Those pins and axles. It was from the official Thomas and Friends India Facebook page. Interesting. Brandon. I'm also pretty sure you're familiar with Robin Smith. He's a voice actor as well, and especially played as every Thomas and Friends character in DVDs and individual games. Yes, I am familiar with him. I'm familiar with Robin Smith. In fact, if I had my way, how I would do Edward's voice is I kind of base it a little off of Robin Smith. I kind of base my Edward voice off of him, so let me see if I can get it here. Hello, I'm Edward. I'm the number 2 blue engine of Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. It's kind of my way of voicing him, if I were to do his U.S. voice. So I kind of do that, but then throw in a little of my own voice. So like, here's a line, and it's probably one of the worst lines that Edward has ever said from the recent episodes, which is mucking about. I have found that the best way to deal with Max and Monty is to ignore them. Yes, just ignore them. That's the only way to deal with that sort of construction vehicle. Well, that's good for you, Brandon. Good that he is. There's always somebody you want to look up to. And just so you guys know, I may not be on here for long, given how long this build might take, because I really did not account for that. So I apologize. And I am trying here. Sometimes these pieces can be a little tricky to put in. So for anybody else who's currently watching right now and you have any more questions, go ahead and ask. I'll try to answer. Trying to keep it alive here. A second here. I'm going to try retweeting this again on Twitter. And I recently joined Twitter. Let's see here. I'm just looking at something here. Just so you know, I'm working from my laptop here. Tweet. Just checking a couple of things here from Twitter. I'll look at those later. Anyway. Since you think Dylan VO says, since you think John Hassler is the best Thomas voice, but what is your opinion on Joseph May's Thomas voice? It's all right to an extent. It's just, I think it's a little nasally in my opinion. And I don't know if I ever said this, but I did try auditioning for Thomas before, like just shortly after Ben Small and Martin T. Sherman left. I tried sending an audition in because I wanted to try out for Thomas and all the other characters that they voiced. Unfortunately, they went with other people. And when I first heard Joseph May, I was like, ew. Because he sounded uber childish and nasally, kind of almost generic sounding, in my opinion, at the time. But he has gotten better. And I like that about him, especially for the U.S. But for me, my ideal U.S. Thomas voice would be kind of a mix between Martin Sherman and Eddie Glenn. And in case some of you who don't know who Eddie Glenn is, he was the first voice for Thomas to be heard in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And when I voiced Thomas for the Railways of Crotunia, I was told to make Thomas sound like a cross between the two. Now we're going to start applying some stickers. As you can see here, I'm using a kind of my little box cutter here. This kind of helps me get at the stickers. Well, if I can just get the darn thing. Tiny little buggers. Sometimes these stickers can be a little problematic. And I apologize for the background noise. Those are the littles. And next piece, these. And another sticker. Seven and 6. I'm going to find it interesting that these stickers are now numbered. Help you find out which ones you need. It's pretty nice. Yes, of course, if you're the kind of guy that's into the whole sticker fad. Hello, Just Ice Customs. How are you doing today? And I just realized that I put this on upside. Bit of a problem. You think you got it going, and then suddenly you realize, dang, I goofed. We got another little sticker put on as well. This one's a little bigger, maybe. If you're here to watch me, what I'm building, Just Dice, I'm building Kai's Fire Mech, so you know. And Dylan Vio, don't be mad at me, but I'm also a My Little Pony fan. I don't care. I pretty much just don't care about it. I don't care if you are, because I'm not so chuffed about My Little Pony as some people are, from what I've seen. It's just not my cup of tea, and I just don't want to get myself all bent out of shape over it. How's that? How long have I been going? I've been going about around 12 minutes. I was really not expecting it to be this long. The stream to be this long, and I'm not even done building yet. Okay, let's see. Where do I connect? Is it right here? Oh, there we go. Oh, pretty neat. Kind of got a semi little skirt going here. And we're going to crack open bag number 3. Extra pieces out of the way. Brandon Polly, what are you asking? Ever heard of the game Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yes, I have heard of it, and I also hear that it's kind of one of those, it's a first-person gamer jump scare, and I'm really not one for jump scares. Not my cup of tea. So I'm a sensitive guy. I've got some more little bags here. I will ask you, Brandon, have you ever heard of the game upwards of 30 minutes, maybe? 30? Yeah, 30 minutes, maybe. Sorry about that, guys. You know what? I'm gonna kind of just build as much as I can right now, and just end because I've got somewhere I need to be going pretty soon here. But anyway, as I was saying, Brandon, have you heard of the game Cuphead? I've got another little minifig here. The jellyfish head. This is a rather interesting little doodad here. Little sides here that make up the jellyfish helmet, the jellyfish dome helmet that a lot of the bad guys in the movie wear. That's how tricky it is to try to get this on. There we go. I think that's as good as I can get it to go on. A little loose. A little looser than I thought. And got a little stud shooter. I almost lost a piece. Not good. Almost. Apparently I missed a step. On the back, I'm supposed to throw a fish on the back of the gun. So it's kind of like a fish launcher. And there it is. This little baddie here is called Jelly. And I think that's the last of the minifigs. Nope, there's one more from what I'm seeing. Anyway, what this bag appears to be is one of the arms. So let's get to work on that. It's one of the fire mech arms. Yes, it's my cup of tea. I think what makes a Cuphead, in my opinion, interesting is the fact that they made an entire game using the old rubber hose 2D animation. That is what I like about that game. It's a little surreal for my liking, but it's interesting to watch. It really is, watching the gameplay. And also another opinion of mine is that I really think traditional hand-drawn animation, 2D animation, it's a dying art. Seriously, that was like one of the... It may take a while for it to get something filmed, because if I remember hearing it correctly, back in Disney's day, we spent like it was a long time. I want to say like 5-6 years of them making Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. It took a really long time to make. Thanks, world's biggest Thomas fan. If you guys have any questions you want to ask, go ahead and ask. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. I'm getting ahead of myself here. There's some pieces here I've never really had. Kind of cool. So now we're getting to the fire bit. You can call me Will if you want. Okay, Will, I will do that. I'll try to remember that. Little rooster tail feather pieces. Kind of just built to look like fire. That's cool. Always wanted to get one of these pieces. Now, some fire. Here's what the urn looks like so far. Alright, Brandon. Then have you ever made up voices for Cuphead, Mugman, or King Dice and the Devil? I think I kind of came up with an idea for a voice for Mugman. Is that I kind of make him sound a little like this from time to time. So he's kind of a bit of a worrier, but oh, Cuphead, why'd you have to do that? And then let's see. Trying to think. For King Dice, it's kind of like a I kind of base it off of how the guy singing as him does from the game. I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm the gamest in the land. I never play nice. I'm the devil's right-hand man. Let's see here. Cuphead and the Devil. I don't think I ever really came up with voices for those two. To be honest, I don't think I ever came up with a voice for those two. On the arm now. And Will asks, what's your favorite out of the 3 Lego movies? My favorite out of the 3? I have to say I like, for one that I kind of get a lot of laughs out of is the Lego Batman movie, because that is just ridiculous all around. And because I love how Will Arnett's portrayal of Batman is just like he's got an ego, but he just doesn't want to admit it when he's got a fault, which is kind of funny. My favorite line out of there is when Alfred's telling him this favorite scene is when Alfred is telling him to that they were going to go attend Commissioner Gordon's retirement. And he goes, no, 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 no. No! beatboxes his he beatboxes his theme. And for let's see, the other one, I like the Lego Ninjago movie because it's different from the first two. I like that, so it's kind of a tie in my opinion for both for Lego movie and for the Lego Ninjago movie and the Lego Batman movie. But you know what? At the same time, the Lego movie itself, that's also got its perks too. Because it kind of gives you that kid nostalgia, as one of my friends once told me, so that it makes you feel like a little kid again, and it definitely made me feel that way. And my favorite scene out of that would have to be Benny going all spaceship crazy, spaceship, and good cop, bad cop. He's a funny character as well, and I got a lot of laughs out of him because it was Liam Neeson voicing him. That I got a lot of laughs out of that because I'm so used to seeing Liam Neeson doing all these serious roles. To see him do good cop, bad cop, it was funny. So like, isn't there usually a good cop in this scenario? Oh, there is. Wait, I want to talk to the other guy, huh? We'll talk later. Hi, buddy. I'm your friendly neighborhood police officer. Would you like a glass of water? Sure. Too bad. So it's each movie. So I think really I like all three of them. They're each in their own league. How's that? They're each in their own league, in my opinion. And Brendan Polly, perhaps try a Jim Carrey-like voice for Cuphead. So like, what kind of Jim Carrey voice are you talking about? Like when he does The Grinch, or when he does Fire Marshal Bill Burns, Mask? What voice in particular are you thinking? Well, I say in terms of storytelling, the original Lego movie wins, but in terms of comedy, the Lego Batman movie wins. So let's see. For the Brandon, for the devil, I highly suggest something very sinister yet almighty. Well, wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did come up with this voice. So I've only got one arm in the body built. I still got the legs. I'm only 3 bags of 8 in so far. And I'm gonna be closing up shop here pretty soon. So let's see how long. Five. So I've been going for about an hour and a half right now. I'll be on for at least 10 more minutes, and then I gotta go. 10 minutes. So 10 more minutes. So basically what you see, or what I've got built here is what we'll do for now. I am sorry for that. Guys, I am. And I've got some more stickers. And number 9. Stick in there. Milan! Hey! How you doing, man? And Brandon. I'm eating the mask with a kick of mischief and risk-taking for Cuphead's voice. So, thinking mask, huh? So let's see here. We gotta channel my inner Jim Carrey here for a second. As his mask. Smokin'! It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta! Nah. Maybe something a little more nasally. So something like, hey guys, Cuphead here. Maybe something like that. Say, it's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta! I don't know. I think that'll still need some work. Thanks, Milan. Let's see here. What else? So, in case you're wondering, Milan, I am just doing a little birthday stream here. Doing a little Q&A, so if you got any questions, go ahead and ask. And I'm also building... let me move this off to the side. Oh, better yet, I'll just use this. I'm building this. The fire mech, if you can see it. From the Lego Ninjago movie. I gotta find my spot again. Perfect voice for Cuphead? Was it the last one that I did? Brandon, was it that last one? Because I'm not entirely sure. Have I ever heard of Undertale? Diesel 2021-2 asks. Yes. I have heard of that game. I've never played it. It looks interesting. I think my brother has it. I've never really had a moment to sit down and play games with him, though. I might do that sometime. I might ask him. I have played Shovel Knight with him, and that's a fun game. And Milan asks, how did Storytime with Joel come to be? Any notes from the network you've gotten? Notes from the network. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But if you go to my DeviantArt page, let me see if I can find that quickly. Let's go to my Deviant. I'm going to go to my DeviantArt page and put a link to my profile in there. And if you go on there, you'll see the oh, come on, Joel. You'll see an article that was written, and it showed the inspiration for how I did the show and all that. And hey, Andrew, welcome back. And requests changes asked by the TV station for the show's production. Not really. As far as I can remember, I don't think I've had any requests other than try to keep in time with what we're recording, because it's a half-hour show, and I set aside like 29 minutes for filming the actual episode, and then like a minute and 30 seconds for the intro and outro scene, so the intro and credits. I think that's the right word. Yeah, intro and credits. Brendan Polly says, speaking of Undertale, I've done my own impression of Sans the Skeleton. You should check it out. I'll try. I think the only voices I've heard for those two is Pymation's Papyrus Captures a Human, I think is what it's called. That short is so funny. One of my favorite lines. Quiet, Sans! Remember what we're here for. We are looking for humans. Like that one. Oh my god! That's a human, right? Yeah. Yes! Human! You cannot pass here. I, the great Papyrus, shall stop you. Kid left. What? And naturally, the kid ends up like going around him, and he goes, naturally, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. So yeah, look that up. It's Papyrus Captures a Human, I think is what it's called. It's funny. It is really funny, but it's also got some it's got some language, so you were be warned. Let's see here. I love that one too. Okay. I'll try to look that up, Brandon. I'll try to keep that in mind. I can't send a link, but it's Undertale Sans the Skeleton impression. I will definitely try to keep that in mind. Christy really loved it when she heard my Sans voice. I think she's an Undertale fan. I really think she's an Undertale fan. She likes Undertale. Sans, Papyrus, Asgore, Metaton, and a few background characters. I don't know all the characters, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm really sorry. But the only ones I'm familiar with are Papyrus and Sans. They're the only characters I know from Undertale. There we go. And that. Bees go here. So I've only got a few more minutes, guys, and then I think I'm going to just turn in because I've got somewhere I need to go pretty soon. I really apologize. I'm not going all the way for Kai's fire mech here. What I do have is this so far. Maybe what I could do tomorrow is do another post-birthday live stream and finish the build then. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, this is what I've got so far. You're welcome, Diesel 2021 too. But yeah, I'm thinking I might do a stream tomorrow to finish the build. So we're only halfway through here. So I want to share the experience, guys. I want to share the experience of me doing a live build as well. But also I want to answer your questions. 8 famous engines. Thank you. Well, yeah, I might as well wrap up now. So I'm just going to move the camera up a little. Make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. With a little more. So yeah. Well, that's about it for tonight. But I'll try doing this stream tomorrow. Try to complete the build of Kai's fire mech. I'm about halfway-ish. I've only gotten through 3 bags so far. 3 out of the 5 bags. Thank you, Milan. Oh, one last thing from here, from Brandon. One thing I kept wondering was if you ever watched any parody videos I once made. One of them is Peanuts, or To the Ground, the Thomas Peanuts parody. I think I might have seen that. I think I might have. Anyway, I gotta turn in. I will try to get this stream up again tomorrow, and again, like I said, we will finish off the build of Kai's fire mech, and I'm liking it so far. I'm really liking it. And then again, that's kind of an odd looking waist there, torso. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I will see you guys later. Peace out, and thank you for all the birthday wishes.